one of my favorite molecules. Can you guess what it is? Need another hint? That's right. Today's episode will be about propane.
At standard temperature and pressure, propane is a gas which combusts in the presence of oxygen to produce large amounts of heat. It is used all over the world as an energy source for central heating, hot water systems, and of course, cooking. Propane is easy to store, and when kept in a pressurized cylinder, it remains as a liquid, occupying less volume than if stored as a gas. When the valve to the cylinder is opened, the pressure is reduced and gas is able to flow out of the container. This attribute means sufficient propane to cook for many hours can be stored in a convenient and portable object suited to both home and recreational use. Let's take a look at the structure of the propane molecule. Propane has a molecular formula C3H8, consisting of 3 carbon atoms and 8 hydrogen atoms. It is the energy contained within the bonds of this structure that make propane such a useful heat source. Under the right conditions, propane reacts with oxygen molecules in the air and undergoes a combustion reaction which produces carbon dioxide and water. However, the potential energy contained within these products is lower than that of the initial propane and oxygen molecules. Since the energy required to hold the atoms together is now lower, the excess energy contained within the bonds in the propane molecule is released as light, sound, and most importantly, heat energy. We can't simply release propane into the atmosphere and expect to see combustion. The reaction requires an initial input of energy, referred to as activation energy, to get things started. This is commonly provided in the form of a flame or spark to provide a burst of heat energy. Once this has occurred and the reaction has started, it will continue until the supply of oxygen or propane is exhausted. We refer to the reaction as exothermic because the net energy release is positive. Now I will demonstrate how propane can be used in the preparation of a delicious 4-bean salad. Simply drizzle some olive oil over the prepared ingredients, throw it on the barbecue, cook to perfection. Top it off with some balsamic vinegar, season with salt and pepper, and a teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. Hope you've learned something about just how useful propane can be to the aspiring chef. Bon appetit!